What time is it? It's Sampstra Games time. We're gonna play a brand new game on this channel called Eggoria. Now, the moment I saw this game, I knew I had to play it. So I reached out to the developer and he was nice enough to give me a key, so big thank you. And this game has just gotten to early access and it's really fun. And it's a city builder, but it has a lot of unique stuff. So the first unique thing is that your people are eggs, which is hilarious. I think it's really funny. And the second thing is it's a nomadic city builder. So you might say like, wait, how does that work? Yeah. Exactly. Well, you have to move around, and it's actually really exciting because it's not like a typical city builder where you just like build like a huge city. Instead, you're moving from place to another, and you're kind of moving your research, figuring stuff out, and it's just really interesting, and it's really fun. Now, my name is Sampstra. World name we're gonna have. This is Chili how it was pre-originated. I like it, so I'll stick to it. World seed we can have whatever. Now, this mountain, river, hot area, and cold area is actually pretty important. For example, if you go for a lot of hot area, it's gonna be quite a bit more difficult. So if you want to adjust the difficulty, you can do that here. Then you can pick between normal mode and building mode. Normal mode gives you like darkness, erosion, blood moon, and disasters. Darkness is the most important thing because when darkness catches up to you, it's over. So you can pick the world setting here. Now, again, the thing that affects the difficulty the most is the safe zone and darkness speed. Darkness speed is how fast the darkness moves, and a safe zone is how much time you have from the start of the game before the darkness shows up. So we're not going to change this. We're going to go with the basic stuff. What I will change is the night length. You cannot do much at night, so I want to lower it because there's really no point in having it like super long. So we're just going to skip it. Well, not skip it, but make it shorter. And then you start with 3 eggs and 1 card of materials. But you can change this. And this is a big part of the game. So you can pick your starting settings. You can have like more eggs. Or you can have card of food. You can have houses. You can have crystals. You can have 5 rabbits. Whatever you want. Now normally you start with 3 eggs and card of materials. I'm actually going to start with 4 eggs. Now having 4 eggs is not necessarily easier than having 3 eggs in a card, but it does give you a bit of a quicker pacing through the games, and it also adds a little bit more of a tension in the sense that you're going to need to have cards before the darkness comes, so you're going to have to start researching in that direction, which you wouldn't need that much if you went for having the card from the get-go. So but I really like that side. I think it's just fun to have the 4 eggs. I love it. Okay, so and you can see that each egg has like these kind of like skills, so to say. And you can, for example, see that Mossy, well, actually he's not that great at anything, but Nasi is great at logging. And oh, we have 2 eggs called Mossy. That's not great. Okay, so if you click on this and you change to something else, like letter 10, and then go back to egg, you get a different guy. So I just want to do that because I don't want to have 2 guys with the same name. So we get Rika instead. Rika is fantastic at logging and horrible at praying and mining. Basti is pretty good mining. And then you have these sort of their unique things. For example, we can see that Mossy is hearted, was fast heart recovery. This is very important because, and this is, I just love this thing about the game. It's hilarious, okay? When you start a camp, one of your eggs need to sacrifice their heart to start a camp, which is just so great. And so Mossy gets heart quickly, so you want to definitely use his heart to make sure that, because he's going to get it back fast. Then we have Sacrifice Mania. Feel happy if someone is sacrificed, and we have narrow-minded. Upper limit of happiness value is lower, not great. Alassi is early bird. That's great because he wakes up early, start working some more. Rika is a nap, so she crafts slowly, not that great, but she logs faster, which is cool. Both Nasi and Rika are very good at logging. Very, very good at logging. So let's start a new game, and let's go. Nasi just wants to be loved. He just wants to have a pet. And he's vegetarian. Hello. He doesn't eat meat. Good. That just means he don't want to kill. Actually, that's pretty good because darkness is coming. Survive, don't be swallowed. It's actually pretty good that they're vegetarians because it takes a long time before you get meat. At least the way I play it. Like, it's not easy. Okay. So normally what you usually do is you start a camp, right? And you need to pick somebody's heart. We said Mossy because he's hearted. And this still tells you in 6 days darkness arrives. Now this is the same 6 days that we had in the safe zone. But you can also look at from which direction the darkness is coming, which is this direction. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab my people and tell them to generally move in this direction because I want to get a couple more days before the darkness comes. So I'm going to tell them all to just move that way. We're gonna start moving and figure out if there's a better place where we could start it. We still have a lot of good stuff, but also we're maybe not that close to the darkness. We'll see about that. You can see there are different biomes in the game, so you're starting close to desert is not bad. Also, you want to start close to water. That's pretty important. So water's great, especially when you're gonna do farming. Now you can always do farming from the get-go. Ooh, having copper is amazing. Usually it's difficult to get copper in the get-go. Copper is usually near in deserts for some reason. At least in the playthroughs that I've played so far, copper was mostly around me. The problem with this is that this is very narrow. Ooh, but there's a lot of copper here. Hello, animals. Keep moving, guys. I want to see what else is here. I want to pick a good starting spot. You can also pick a specific egg and tell it to move somewhere, but honestly, it doesn't really matter that much. Ooh, this area is not bad. I do like that we're close water. Let's see. If I wanted to start here, how many days before the darkness comes? Mousy, give me a heart. It's still just 6 days, though. So we're going to try to move a little bit further in this direction. Because I really want to use up the fact that we could get like extra day or 2. Okay, what about if I start over here? It's not that close to water, but it's not the worst thing in the world. 7 days. Okay, so we get an extra day. So let's ooh, and this is near desert. I like it when we're near desert. Oh, and we have a little piece of water there. We're gonna start this here. 7 days before darkness comes. Okay, and now normally when you start this off, right, you have materials because you need 2 logs and a heart to make this. But because I didn't grab the cart, I don't actually have any materials, so I need to tell my people to start collecting. So I'm going to tell them to collect kind of everything. Just go plain up, collect everything around, and they're going to start working on it. Also, guys, move a bit in that direction because I want to see what's around me. Okay. And they're going to, once we get all the stuff, we're going to build our beautiful heart. And I want to show that to you because it's really funny the way the eggs just takes out their heart and puts it into the camp. Oh, love it, love it. And some of the things in this game are just really hilarious, like that. Okay, so they're slowly starting to collect what I tell them to. You can, another thing you could do is, usually I won't need a lot of rocks. The way I play this game, I need a lot of rocks. So, and you have job priority right here. There are a lot of jobs and you can put there, and logging is above mining. So you can switch that, or you can have a person and tell them here. You can tell them you are not going to be logging. So we know that Rika and Mousy are great at logging, so they want to log, but we're going to tell Mousy, who is horrible at logging, that he's not allowed to log. Instead, he's going to mine. He's even worse at mining, but because he's bad at logging, we'll just tell the other guys to do it instead. And we have desert here, and desert, like I said, desert has a lot of copper. You can see, so that's fantastic. Copper is something that you'll need, and sometimes you can get to area where there's like no copper around you, which will really hinder your research because you will just be unable to do stuff because you just don't have any copper. Okay, so my guys are getting some hay and some rocks. So far we haven't really gotten any logs, so we need to wait a little bit. Hopefully somebody will start logging soon. Again, you could tell them to like, the thing is that we currently have harvesting above logging in the job priority, so they weren't logging, but they're starting to log now, which is good. And this guy's mining because he's not allowed to log, so he's like, Mousy's like, if I can cut the trees down, I'm just gonna mine some rocks or something. Okay, and we're bringing our first logs here. Okay, and he's starting to build it, and once he builds it, I'm gonna slow down because I want to show you how Mousy's gonna put his heart here. This is done, and now Mousy. Oh, Mousy's coming. We want to look at it so we can see his face. So we're gonna move like in this. Mousy, come on. Look at this. And he just grabs his heart and puts it on top. Oh, love it. I just love it when they do that. It's my favorite thing. Now, you can build houses. I'm not doing it. Why am I not doing it? Well, this is a nomadic game, alright, like I said. So, what happens is that you have to eventually move around. In 7 days, we have to move away. So if you build a regular house, eventually you're going to have to destroy it, which is not great because you're losing materials. So instead, I want to build a house that can last. How can you build a house that can last? The move. you're gonna build a foldable tent. Now the foldable tents are not as cool as regular houses, but they can fold, obviously. So we are gonna build those. Now we need to do a lot of research before we can get to that. So we have started building our research thingy, and the research in this game is big. Okay, look at this. Look at all the research. Great stuff. So we need to get two things. We need to get carts. We need to get these wheels. We need to start researching basic storage and wheels, and then we need to get foldable structures for which we need ropes. So we're going to start working on it as soon as they're done. So basic storage and what was it again? And ropes. And for ropes we need basic craft. Okay. So if you click on this, you can see all the options that you currently have. The first thing is the basic storage. I'm going to click on it. Now this thing tells you how many times you need to research it to get it done. And for each stage you need, in this case, 2 hay and 2 logs, as you can see. So then we want to get the basic craft. Actually, we're first gonna do stonecraft. Now stonecraft allows you to get axes, big axes, hoe hammers, and shovels. Shovels are especially good for because you need soil to do farming, so that's why we're gonna do it from the beginning. And it can also help them to log faster or mine faster if you give him better equipment. So this has 2 things here, which means they need to be researched twice, and you need a lot of rocks for that. And then finally we're gonna do basic craft. You can always have like 3 pending, 3 different types of products. We're gonna do that. Then you want to speed up the time a bit. Now normally if you're not doing the foldable structures as quickly as me, you're gonna build some houses. But houses, they cost 5 hay and 3 logs, and I don't wanna like build them and then destroy them, so I'm not doing it. But it's like a typical thing that you build in the beginning, just like in case you would be wondering. This is how. Okay, so my first guy is already starting to research a basic storage, which is great. Now that we have done basic storage, we can pick the next thing, and the next thing we want to do is wheels. Now this needs to be done 3 times, so we're going to have to click on it to do it a few more times. So we're going to set the wheels 2 more times. It's not set up the 3 times. I'm going to slow down the time a bit, and we're doing the basic craft. Now, so we're researching that, and next up we want to do... Yeah, we're doing the wheels and the base. Oh, we've already done the rocks. Ooh, this is much quicker than usual. Okay, so we're gonna build. Usually they're way slower than that. Stone crafting house. I'm gonna build it up here. And I also want to build a beginner crafting table, which will allow me to craft stuff. So we're gonna build it over there. We're gonna have our stone crafting here. And this was very, very quick. Normally it takes much, much longer for me. And next we need ropes. Now we're going to need ropes to be able to do the foldable tent structure, so we want to do that. And since we can set up something else, I'm also going to go for water, as that's something you're going to need for farming. So again, speed up the time a bit. Make sure you always set up some more stuff for them to collect, because you don't want them like to be lazing off or something like that. Okay, so we have finished something more, but we're still waiting to do more with the wheel thingies. So we can get more cards, so that's okay. And they're starting to build this thing, which is pretty great actually. So we can build them like big axes and stuff like that. And it's especially useful if you have them like oriented towards, like, for example, we know we have those 2 guys that do logging. So it'd be a good idea to give them stuff like big axe or something. Now we've unlocked ropes. So what we can do here is we can craft stuff. So first of all, I want to start crafting ropes. I want to make 5 ropes. Then I want to do 3 grass hats. And I want to do grass skirts. 3 of them. 4 of them actually, because I have 4 people. And we can give this and they can wear it. Now, the grass skirts and grass hats have some effects. So grass hat has damage received decrease and hot resist increase. It's actually pretty good, because if you look at our people, you can see here their health, their calories, how hungry they are, their mood, how happy they are, and their heart. Now Mossy, because he used his heart towards this, he doesn't have a heart, but he's going to slowly grow another. And here you can see his body temperature, how hot or cold he is. And then if you give him like stuff that help him with, like, for example, to resist the hotness, then he can move easier through the desert. That's something that's like pretty important, so we're going to look at that, especially if you're going to be moving eventually towards the desert, or even if they work in the desert a lot, they're going to be very hot. So it's a good idea if you give them something to like help with the hot resistance. Okay, now we've also done this, so I want to start building stuff. First of all, we need a shovel so that we can get ourselves some digging, and then we need things that's good with logging. So we're going to build 2 stone axes for 2 logging guys and 1 stone pickaxe for my mining guy, which is the guy that I didn't allow to I didn't allow him to log. Okay, so we have done a lot of researching. So we have already finished. We're doing very well here. I mean, in my test playthroughs, we were a lot worse than this. We're gonna go for water collection. For this, we're gonna need soil. So we will need to wait until we get the big. Oh no. Okay, I'm gonna start this off with foldable structures because that's what we want. We want to build them tents, and after that, I'm gonna do water collection. But for that, I'm gonna need soil, which we can get just as soon as they build the shovel. So you want to make sure that they're going to be focusing on getting me some rocks. Now, if you don't want to click on collect all, you can just say, go, for example, here on mining and say, do like a big thing. And any rocks that we have, it's going to take, but it's not going to take any trees or something like that, which is kind of cool. So hopefully we're going to make some ropes. Now, another cool thing you can do is you can lock a certain item to the current number of items. So I can lock ropes and I can say, I always want to have 4 rope in storage. So please do that. And they're going to keep making ropes until we have 4. Now, we need storage, okay? Because we cannot have everything just like lying around or stuff. So we're going to build ourselves our first cart. Now you're going to get one from the beginning if you don't start the way like I do. But I'm going to start off by building 3 actually. And the reason for that is that we want to make sure that we get all the materials and all the stuff when we eventually move out of the... move the camp away. So I'm gonna make sure that you have a lot of space. Now, one thing takes 20 storage, which seems like a lot, but actually isn't. So we're just gonna build 3. 2 would probably be enough. We can see our pure little eggs are sleeping outside, which does not make them happy. Well, it actually doesn't affect their mood yet, but eventually it will, because they don't like it when they're homeless. But trust me, guys, I just want to build you some beautiful tents. So just hang in there. It's gonna be okay. Now, you can actually see that we have built some cool stuff. So we have some equipment. We have our stone pickaxe and stone shovel. So I'm going to grab my guy who mostly is not allowed to mine. So he's not allowed to log. So I'm going to give him the pickaxe, which is good for mining, correct? Yes. And you know what? If you look at jobs, like there's actually, you can look at him and you can see like the wooden stick allows him to mine, log, and build. So this allows him to mine. If I take this away, we know that he's not going to be logging, so I need to give him something that allows him to build. I was going to give him the shovel. No, you know what? Okay, somebody else is going to be digging. We're going to give Lassie, you're the one that's good at logging. No, not as well good as the other guy. So we're going to be allowed to dig. If you currently look at the jobs, you can see that currently no one is able to dig out of the other guys. But because I gave Lassie the shovel, he can now dig stuff. So we definitely want to tell him to dig some stuff. You can dig essentially everywhere. If you dig in the desert, you're going to get sand, which is pretty cool. I mean, it's rather obvious, but it's a good thing to know because you might be like, hey, how can I get sand? Well, you dig into this. That's how you get. I know it's completely obvious, okay, but somebody might have been thinking about it, it didn't occur to him the first second, so then I'm just telling you. And you can see like what we have. We have some hay, we have some rocks, we have some ropes, we have some food, and we have built another cool thing. So what did we get? We get our stone axe. Now this is for our mining axe. It's just for logging, guys. Okay, so you can have an axe now. It's gonna be even better at logging. And we have our first hat. So Nasi, take your hat. I'm gonna be very happy that they have their eggs. We can actually give them a nickname. Cool. Ooh, I like that. We might nickname them like depending on what jobs they have. And give them something like that. That could be cool. You know what? Yeah, let's do it. Let's grab our eggs. Like you. You are very good at logging, so I'm gonna give you a nickname. You're gonna be Layla. Because everyone that starts with L is good at logging. Rika Layla. Oh, I didn't know it's gonna show both names. Kinda hoping it shows just one, but okay. Okay, who are you? You are also good at logging, so you're gonna be Nasi Leon. Nasi Leon. And Rika Layla. That's kind of a funny name, don't you think? Rika Layla. We should speed up the time. Okay, so we've gotten our first card. Now currently this card is empty, so it doesn't have anything there, but eventually they're going to build some stuff. Also, speeded up the research. So we have, we're waiting for the foldable structures, but we have finished water, so we could start working on farming. So let's do 2 farming next. Just going to allow us to build farms. Oh, and actually we're very early on in time, so we might be actually able to build up a farm and also harvest, which is very important, before the darkness comes. So we've gotten more of our cards. I need them to finish this foldable structure thing. Hopefully they can do it quickly, because that's going to be very important. And we have more hats, so let's give it to more of our people. And we have another stone axe. So you need a hat, so grab it. And actually it's a cool thing, they're going to come here, they're going to take it. It's not like immediate. You actually have to go there and grab it, which I think is really nice. Who else? You don't have an axe. Layla, you don't have an axe. Let me give you an axe. Layla's like, I'm so happy I have an axe. Or maybe she doesn't care. Okay, we can build also a basic storage. I'm not doing that. Craft buildings, we've built all of them. Houses, we cannot get the cool stuff just yet. And none of the other things we care about. Okay. So we're getting stuff. That's good. Come on, guys. Finish my foldable stuff. So we need logs and haze for that. They should be working on it very, very soon. Now we could build a water collection point, can't we? Yeah, we should build a collects water. Collection speed varies according to the place of the building. So we can place it like there. I'm gonna have a well which will allow us to have water, which, as you probably guessed, is important for farming. Now our guy has digged out some of the stuff here. Okay, so we can grab some of the soil if needed to. For we actually have is this soil or copper? I'm not quite sure, to be honest. I have nothing anywhere. So okay, it's probably soil because it's used in the research. Yeah, it's soil. It's soil. Okay. Eventually, we're gonna need copper for the research as well. But right now, the most important things were the cards, and then this, so that you can start off with farming. Because farming takes a lot of days, more specifically 3. So usually if you have like 6 days before the darkness, we now have 7, and you don't get farming fast enough, then it's over. And of course the foldable structures if you're doing it the way I'm doing it. So we can now build a very, very beautiful hay tent. Hopefully we can build some of them before it's night, so that our beautiful people don't have to sleep in the middle of the, like, they don't have to sleep like nowhere, essentially. I'm gonna place this one a bit, but make sure it's not too close to the desert, otherwise they'll be hot when they're sleeping and they're not very happy about that. Now all of this needs a lot of haze and some ropes. You can see they're automatically making the ropes because we have locked the number, so every time you have like less than 5, they're going to set up like to make more ropes. But again, for ropes you need hay, and well, you need a lot of hay, as you probably know. Get more hay. More hay here. Generally, oh, there's a lot of hay here. That's great. We want a lot more hay. Now we have more equipment. We have another hat. So if one of our guys doesn't have a hat, you, Rika Layla always gets the stuff last. She's like, she got the axe last. She got the hat last. She's like, I always forget. Oh, Mossy is unhappy. Ooh, this is bad stuff for you. Where's Mossy, baby? See, if they're too unhappy, they can light things on fire. Just generate a lot of bad stuff. Now he's unhappy because he's very hot, and also because he doesn't have a house, which I can understand. Like, he's very unhappy. Oh, it's night again, so that they're not gonna do much more. So yeah, so it's important that they're not spending like too much time in the desert. Now the hat is not is helping him with the heat resistance a little bit, but hopefully as soon as they get skirts, they're going to be a little bit happy and a little bit more able to handle the heat. You can see this is already going down, so while he's sleeping at a not hot place, he's getting a bit happier. So he's starting to get happy again. But it can be difficult. Oh, we have to go. Whoa. We've done earth cultivation. We need to build our pretty little farm immediately. Let's go. Give me my farm. Farm. 1 plant farm. Let's go. We need 3 soils and 2 logs. But I'm just going to do 1. I don't think our people are going to be fast enough in getting more than 1. Hopefully they can do that. Also, I'm thinking about building one thing that's good for building, like build a hammer. Because we can have somebody be like good at building. gonna speed up the stuff, so I think that could be cool. But actually, we have shovel, we have stuff on everybody, so we'd have to give it to somebody who will then be unable to log. But if we give it to some of our logging guys, then they will be unable to mine rocks. They will be very, but we could, that's not that big of a deal. Like, we have someone who's exclusively like for logging. Yeah, we could grab one of our logging guys, like this one, Rika Layla. She's very, very bad at mining anyways. Tell her not to mine. And she is going to grab herself a hammer. She'll be really good at, she'll be building. So, how good are you at building, girl? She's actually the best at building as well, so things work out very well with her. Good girl. Good girl, start building stuff. Okay, we have it already, so let's slow down the time and give her Layla girl. I'm going to give you a hammer. No. Unclick. We're gonna grab the hammer, put it instead of the stick, and she's going to go there and she's going to switch it. She grab herself a hammer. That's not her, is it? No. Where are you, girl? She's harvesting. Okay, so she'll go get it soon. And then she can start building my cool stuff. All my cool stuff. And we have a lot of rope, so hopefully we should be able to build at least one of these tents. Yeah, this one just needs hay. Actually, these three only need hay, and this one thing needs a little bit of rope too, but hopefully they can carry the hay there soon. And we can start getting our first tent, so that next night they can be happy. Okay, we're not researching, that's a problem. We're gonna do mud paving, which is actually not that exciting, but it does give us roads. We don't have corn. It's not gonna help. Ooh, summon new eggs. This you need copper orb 4, but it's actually not bad. We're gonna do that twice. Then I think we do basic demand. This allows our people to be a little bit happier so they can have like a short rest during the day. What are you making? You're making grass skirts? Or robes? He's making grass skirts, I think. No, he was making robes. Okay. Just make more stuff. We need a lot of hay, like in general, so. Okay, this doesn't have anything in place. Set up to cancel? Weird, no. Okay, we need a lot of hay here. Hopefully someone can go and grab it. Yeah, we have a lot of hay waiting, so I'm just like kind of waiting for them to get more hay done. Because I would like them to build the tents before it's tomorrow. But they're not really focusing on getting the hay. Again, you could micromanage it either by changing the jobs priority and increase like collecting hay on higher thing, or simply by changing their jobs and forbidding them to do some of the other things, but I'm not gonna do that, it's not that necessary. Okay, we're gonna build an altar, which will allow us to get a new egg. So let's build this here. Oh, and we should start researching. Oh, this is really important. Stone heart. This is here. We need a lot of rocks for that, but it's very cool because it allows you to build a stone heart instead of a regular heart, and that is great because it will allow you to... Wait, why do I have so many stone hammers? I didn't mean to do that. Oh man, I must have misclicked on that. Did I lock? No, okay. Oh, that's my mistake. You don't really need that many of those. Okay, well. I guess I see where all the rocks have been used up. Now, could you guys get the hay? Okay, they're researching at least, which is good. But like, okay, he's building stuff. Okay, we're building the altar, which probably didn't need much hay, which is why they built it first. Like, get me my tents, come on. And we can summon a new egg. We can sacrifice a heart to summon a new egg. Now, how well is Mossy doing? Mossy baby, do you have your heart again? Almost. We're gonna wait. Actually, we're not gonna wait till Mossy's done. We're gonna let somebody else sacrifice the heart, more specifically Lassie. And then Mossy's gonna use his heart for the next camp as well. Look at that, look at that, look at that. He is like praying to the darkness or whatever. And summoning a new baby egg. Come on. Give me baby egg. Yes, and we have our new baby. Hello, Labana. Oh, she's bad at logging. She should not be named Labana. Oh, she's actually pretty bad at everything. She's the best at logging. She's also reasonably good at cooking. You know what, girl? You're gonna be building. I'm gonna give you, because I have so many hammers, I'll just give you a hammer, girl. Oh, Mossy, you're gonna get yourself a grass skirt. Because you sacrificed your heart, so. For the camp, so you deserve the best stuff first. And Labana's gonna get a hammer so she can build stuff. Somebody please get my hay? I'd really like it if you did that. Okay, but either way, we're gonna continue this in the next episode. I hope you enjoyed it. And I'll see, click on the right top to watch it, or click on the right bottom to watch Cliff Empire, which is also a city builder. It's a very different one, but if you like city builders, I'm sure you'll like that one as well. Bye bye!